One of them, though, is going to be that there is going to be a 10% reduction in capacity at 40 of our locations.
We need to work towards relieving some of that pressure. So,
The United States faces fresh air travel chaos. The Federal Aviation Administration has announced plans to cut up to 10% of flights at major airports, citing safety concerns amid the nation's longest government shutdown. With over 13,000 air traffic controllers and 50,000 TSA agents working without pay, the FAA says it will begin scaling back domestic flights starting this week. The cuts, rising to 10% by next week, will affect 40 major airports across the country, while international flights remain exempt. Airlines are now racing to adjust schedules within just 36 hours as passengers brace for massive disruptions.
Good afternoon. I'm here with the administrator of the FAA, Brian Bedford. I appreciate there'll be frustration. We are working with the airlines. They're going to work with passengers. But in the end, our sole role is to make sure that we keep this airspace as safe as possible. The administrator is going to talk about all of the tools we're going to deploy. One of them, though, is going to be that there is going to be a 10% reduction in capacity at 40 of our locations. The administrator is going to tell you that this is data-based. This is not based on what airline travels, has more flights out of what location. This is about where is the pressure and how do we alleviate the pressure.
but we do recognize that the controllers have been working fastidiously for the last 5 weeks with this huge burden over their head of lack of compensation. And we are starting to see some evidence that that fatigue is building in the system in ways that we feel we need to work towards relieving some of that pressure. So again, as the Secretary said, we've identified 40 high traffic environment markets. We'll be happy to share that later. We have decided that a 10% reduction in scheduled capacity would be appropriate to, again, continue to take the pressure off of our controllers. And as we continue to see staffing triggers, there will be additional measures that will be taken in those specific markets.
I'm concerned about disrupting people's travel. We're coming into a weekend. That doesn't, listen, I travel a lot. We are concerned about that. But we had to have a gut check of what is our job. Is it to make sure there's, minimal delays or minimal cancellations, or is our job to make sure we make the hard decisions to continue to keep the airspace safe?
People have also reacted.
Like the traffic controllers having to work without pay all this time, I think is just unreal. It shouldn't be, And that 10%, that's going to affect people like in my industry, because I do travel a fair amount, and hopefully they can come to some agreement within this next month.
Well, I almost canceled my trip because I was like, I don't even know what's going to happen, and then I just decided, all right, we're just going to go for it and see what happens. But yeah, it's just all unexpected. I'm just sick of it. It's like, what about us?
I'm okay flying out today. I'm supposed to come back on Monday, and I'm a little nervous about being able to get home.
And why is that?
Because it's possible that there will be a lot of cancellations and delays.
It is frustrating. I feel like there's a more peaceful way to get to, some of the solutions for things. But, it is what it is.